Yo, people always ask me what kind of frames I'm rocking. I've been rocking Caddis for a couple years. They make amazing progressive readers, which I wear. Also, they make sunglass readers, anti-glare, anti-smudge coating, anti-scratch, and anti-aging. That's why I look mad young when I wear them. I'm just kidding. But they make amazing frames. Caddis, so stoked to have you guys part of the podcast. You can go to caddislife.com/Toby10 and get $10 off your first purchase. Stoked. Thank you, Caddis. Welcome to the fam. Yo, Liquid Death, thank you so much for hydrating all my guests, taking care of me and my family and my friends. Love your water, love your brand, love what you stand for, love what you give back to the community. If you want to learn more about Liquid Death and how it started, listen to episode 115 with the co-founder, owner, and creator of Liquid Death, Mike Cesario. Just a punk rock skateboarding kid from Delaware with a dream. It's an incredible story, incredible journey. They have now blessed me with my own code. So if you go liquiddeath.com/Toby, you get free shipping on any items you order from liquiddeath.com. Thank you so much, Liquid Death. Death to plastic, murder your thirst. Stay hydrated. You know H2O saves lives. Welcome to the One Life One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. Today I got my brother from another mother sitting to the side of me. Derek Green is not here today. Shout out to Derek Green. We fucking love you. Yeah. We got Chappelle Lacey here. Thank you, Chappelle Lacey, for being here. And then this is a big deal. We just figured this out before the podcast started that this is my first Canadian guest on the podcast from Winnipeg, correct?
From Winnipeg, live in Toronto.
Mr. Andrew Goose Neufeld. How to do that? How's that intro? Is that good?
Andrew Goose Neufeld.
Where does Goose come from?
It was like a pet name that my mom gave me, and then
just kind of stuck.
Just kind of stuck.
Your mom called you Goose.
Mm-hmm. It was like, hey Goosey,
Just like a cute name.
Just a cute thing.
Nothing to have to do with gooses or nothing, geese or whatever.
No, but I'm a geese goose though. I'm the man of the people.
Oh, so that's what that means?
Yeah, I'm the man of the people.
Yeah, I like that.
That's awesome.
Just like you, Toby.
Yes. You look like a different person too.
I know. So I lost 40 pounds during the pandemic.
Fuck.
And
you got nice hair.
Grew my hair out. Didn't cut my hair.
Hairline too, man.
Yeah. So I thought that when I was 30 would be my last time, and now I'm 40, and I'm still going with the long hair.
That's great, dude.
You're 40?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mad.
How old are you?
Really?
How old are you, bro?
I would have lost $1 million. I'm 34.
Nice.
Oh, you look great though.
I would have lost so much money.
Well, and again, you do too.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You're 10 years older than me, so I got to kind of keep it up. You're still running around stage, and so I think to myself, how long can we? We've been doing it for 20 years or something.
Yeah.
So how long do we have?
Yeah. And I see Stigma, who's 66. We figured out the other day with Gallo on the podcast, and I look at him. I'm like, damn, he still fucking looks great. He's going hard.
This is the oldest that hardcore's ever been. So
yeah, for Stigma, right? Yeah. 100%. He still kills it.
We played a festival a couple years ago, this metal festival. Actually, Derek Green's band played. It's Green, right?
Yeah.
Derek's band played. Sepultura played, but I remember it was in France, and I was looking around. I'm like, dude, I think we're the youngest band here, and it was Sepultura, Hatebreed, and then At the Gates, but all these crazy metal bands. But I was like, hell yeah, we still got some time.
For sure.
Yeah.
So all right, so let's take it back to your roots, my man. So Winnipeg. I've been there before. We played shows there. I'm not sure whereabouts it's located in Canada because I suck at that stuff.
You played Snow Jam.
That's right.
It was a pretty famous tour across Canada called Snow Jam, and they'd have mostly the skate punk kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But H2O played it. I think the year played it was with Straight Face. I remember this shit.
Okay.
Damn, you got a fucking memory.
I told your wife, I'm a fan. I know you guys.
I appreciate it. I think it was, I remember playing over there. Maybe I don't know if Pennywise was on one of those as well, too. But the Straight Face, I do remember. And then, was Guy Smiley on that?
Guy Smiley, yeah. Yeah.
Where are they from? Are they from
Winnipeg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they still around?
No, but I think they have another band called Burn the 8-Track that maybe... I don't know.
Burn the 8-Track. That's hard. I don't even know what 8-Track is, but I do. That's cool. So, all right. So growing up there, how was growing up for you in Canada?
It was cool. As far as
you're still there, but
yeah. As far as just getting into music and stuff, Propaganda was my kind of entrance into all that. Them and I Spy, and just and then I found hardcore. And
how old were you then?
15 something.
15, and you, what 14. Kind of music were you into before that?
It started with just the skate punk stuff.
Yeah.
I was grew up in a Christian family, so there was also that MXPX vibe going on.
And
and
Christian pop punk, correct?
Totally.
I didn't know that till later on. Okay.
So I had that vibe. Then I also had Propaganda, who was like, fuck religion. So, I had both sides of it. And then we'd have to go to Minneapolis to go see shows, really, because no one came to Winnipeg. So I'd go
First Avenue?
Kinda, but like even basements, like so the bands that was the metalcore stuff. So the Harvest, Disembodied, That World, and so that's kind of all those genres.
How long was that drive?
8 hours.
8 hours. Oh wow.
Yeah.
But it's for a show, I get it.
Yeah, but it's all worth it.
Yeah. So, but then you guys were coming. I remember like AFI and Sick of It All came, like same venues. Those were some of these like formative, those like kind of package tours.
Yeah.
High Standard.
High Standard. I remember them. Yeah. They're from Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. High Standard. Fuck.
The skate punk stuff to me is now like pretty funny, but like,
yeah,
I still
was it
love
a different era of skate punk? Because for me, skate punk was like back in the day, the Faction, the Big Boys. But so later on, you're talking about
maybe I would say the
Polly.
Pulley.
But they all like similar sounds.
Yeah,
right?
I know, but I'm thinking more Fat Records, Epitaph.
Okay,
when I say skate, because I wouldn't call that now pop punk, would I?
No. I'd say like Offspring's like early stuff was pretty skate punk too.
Yeah, totally.
So I didn't know that.
You know the real skate punk.
Yeah, I didn't know that to you though, because you got into Offspring skateboarding and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they had skate punk vibe to them. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, they have some songs that gotta.
So you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 2 older brothers, and my parents are still all together.
That's awesome, man.
Hanging, yeah.
Were your brothers into the same type of music?
My older brother was, and my oldest brother wasn't. But everyone.
You got them into it, or they got you into it?
My older brother got me into music.
Yeah.
He went more metal, and then didn't necessarily like embrace the hardcore thing maybe the same way, but definitely was my gateway into that.
Yeah.
And he sometimes actually plays with Comeback Kid, and I have
that's
another
awesome.
band with him. He's a great drummer. So
you were in high school when you get into punk and stuff?
Junior high, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're skating
a little bit badly.
Yeah. And the winters there are brutal too. So like, are you like a street skater?
I'm not really a skater, but I did at one point.
A lot of people I talked to in the pod, like they love skating, and that's how they found punk. And they weren't the best skaters, but their friends were skaters, and that's how they all connected. They didn't have to do tricks or not. You like part of the skate crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went for it.
I broke my wrist when I was 14, so I was kind of like,
oh shit.
I just couldn't get the kickflip. I don't know what it was.
I still can't do a kickflip. I skate ramps, but I still can't do a kickflip, man.
I'm the opposite. I can't really do ramps that well.
Yeah, he's got an ill kickflip.
But
if I lived here, like I would 100% like take it up and do the ramp thing, and like I'm ready.
Were you a hockey guy?
Not really. Wow. I'm not really a sports guy in general, man.
Okay, I was gonna say,
but we have a big hockey like vibe. Comeback Kid does like, connection a little bit.
Because it's named after a hockey player that came back or something.
Mario Lemieux.
Okay, yeah.
And they've been playing Wake the Dead at Bruins games lately during power plays.
Wow.
So I need to get that publishing money back.
Fuck yeah, you did. That's huge, man. That's amazing. And at Bruins games?
At Bruins games.
Wow. So hockey wasn't part of like, did you... All your friends were playing hockey, or no? You were like the outcast who just
I guess I just got too into music, and like, but like Winnipeg Jets, they left Winnipeg for a long time. So even though I wasn't living in the city at the time, when they came back a few years back, like it reignited the city. So it's really special. Still,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So to have one of your songs being played at a professional hockey game is pretty aming.
That is pretty dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in high school, were you a good student? Did you like it? You enjoy it?
Yeah, it was all right. But pretty average, you know. English worked, and also my high school had a lot of music classes, so like I'd get like a credit for guitar class and music production class.
That's dope.
I learned how to do like MIDI and stuff like that, and
so
there was
awesome.
like and band class. So I think there was like 3 or 4 credits I could get just from music. Yeah, which is like crazy.
And so that's when you started playing instruments. Was in school?
Yeah, just with my parents young, because they're also musicians and stuff too. So it's a big musical family.
So what does your mom play or your dad?
My parents like play like in the church.
Oh, that's cool.
Still now, and then my oldest brother actually plays with them still at a church now.
Wow. And so were you still into the religious thing?
So I grew up with that, and like when I kind of turned like 20, 21, stopped being into that.
Yeah.
Like I'm done with this shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was
a pretty strict upbringing.
Pretty no, it wasn't that crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty average.
No swearing in the house and stuff like that.
Yeah, but now they're swearing in the house.
Okay.
Even though I think it's I said, there's worse words than swear words to say. They're like
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like,
so
we have casual swear words.
Casual swear words. Bye, Moon. Casual swear words, yeah.
But
So-
what's like sorry.
Go ahead, go.
Like with growing up in like a religious family, like it wasn't like strict that you had to go to church. Was it like that?
they woke me up in the mornings to
Oh,
go.
okay, yeah.
No, but it's been pretty chill. It was quite a the classic it was quite a clapping. It's a joyous atmosphere.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
super positive.
It was
yeah.
it's
Super
very positive, and I know my mom's probably going to listen to this because she always listens to every podcast I do. But they were amazing, to bring me up and kind of exposed me to music early on and support all the shit that we do.
So cool.
It's shout out Rhoda and Carl.
Did you ever wear a Bad Religion shirt in the house?
Maybe my older brother would bring. My mom would be like, oh, he's kind of a questionable character, like the friends that he'd bring over, that would sell me the propaganda CD and stuff. Like that.
That's hilarious.
So when you found punk, you found obviously music that was speaking about other sides of everything you grew up listening to in a sense.
Totally,
right?
and I credit a lot of that, like the kind of political scene, to opening my eyes to social issues at a younger age that maybe people around me wouldn't have been aware of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Dead Kennedys did that for me when I was a kid in the 80s because I wasn't really into politics. And then I loved the Dead Kennedys. And everything they were singing about was had to look it up what it was, you know what I'm saying?
And you don't really understand everything they're saying right away. You're like, okay.
You don't, man. But propaganda, man, they don't get enough props. I mean, people mention them on the podcast, but they were ahead of the game with everything they were talking about and singing about,
Totally.
Same with MDC.
And so,
MDC, big one.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So that was kind of like your introduction to kind of like the political awareness and all that stuff. And so are you playing music? Are you in a band at that point in school or no?
Yeah, I got playing right away as soon as I could. And in high school, I would be the guy playing in 5 bands. Who's the one in New York hardcore would be Walter or something.
Yeah.
Who'd play it's 4 bands
Sammy.
one night or something like that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So are you singing and playing guitar?
Singing, playing guitar, and the band that kind of got me going out of the city was Figure 4.
Yeah.
Was having a mosh hardcore band.
Mosh metal.
Yeah, hate breed, whatever.
Oh, okay. And so were you was that out of high school you said or no?
In high school, and then this guy named Jason Dunn had a label called Face Down Records. He lived out here.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
And his band came to Winnipeg, play the West End Cultural Center. I think you guys have played there.
Yeah.
And I did the show somehow, and opened for them, and then they signed us, and then he right out of high school started booking our tours.
Oh wow.
And because we're from this small city, we would go for 2 months because you can't really just go for a weekend ever. So we were just out.
2 months in Canada?
In the States.
Oh, in the States. Okay.
Yeah, and I come down to California for the first time, play down in Temecula a lot.
Temecula.
And so there was some of that it was known as Victim World, bands.
Victim, yeah.
That was Jason's band. And then, so that was the very, very beginning of it.
So that was your goal when you get out of high school, just to play music?
Always.
Wow. And your
Always.
parents were supportive of that?
Totally.
There was no college?
No college, no nothing.
Wow. And you working jobs at all when you get out of school?
Totally, yeah. In between stuff.
Yeah.
Working at grocery stores and this and that.
So it's just full time.
But
almost.
the kind of maybe a blessing for me was when Jason booked us for our first couple tours, and then he couldn't do it. He couldn't book us, so he's like, "Yo, here's all my contacts." So then I got them, and I started booking our tours when I was 19, 20.
Fuck yeah.
Super DIY. I love it.
Yeah, and it worked. And well, that's the funny thing about Goose, because at the time I think I fancied my nickname to be Pipes. I think I gave it to myself. So hey, it's Pipes at pipesbooking.com or whatever. And Goose kind of came after that.
Okay.
'Cause my brother spilt the beans, and then I think people like Goose better than Pipes. Those self-proclaimed nicknames never work.
What was Pipes from?
I don't know. Maybe I wanted a nickname so bad.
You wanted it.
Someone called me that. I'm like, that's my name.
And everyone's like,
no, it's Goose.
Yeah.
And my one of my best friends just had a kid, and he's like 6 years old now. I hung out with him the other day, and because my nephews and stuff would call me Uncle Goose, so that's what but he's calling me now Uncle Goof. So
I love
that's
that
been
shit.
sticking now.
So Figure 4. So that's it. Now you're on the road. You're coming to America and you're touring on that.
Touring. We got a couple Hatebreed tours. Then we start.
That's
Sworn Enemy, Classic, Agents of Man.
Back then, that's crazy. Touring,
yeah,
man.
like a lot. We were playing with a lot of like heavies. I thought, you know,
for sure.
and then
were they your influences too? Hatebreed.
Totally. That
Okay.
was like that's the shit that we loved, like playing with, like
You like the hard shit and the metal shit.
the hard shit,
Yeah.
yeah. A Marauder and stuff.
Because the thing about Comeback Kid too, and when we get to that, but like there's a lot of melody in that too as well, man.
Totally.
You know?
So and then Comeback Kid started, so that I could play guitar in a band,
Okay.
and I got my buddy Scott to sing.
That's right. You weren't the singer
I
originally.
was the guitar player. Because it was really hard to sing Figure 4. It was very like, because it was so it really hurt my throat
Oh yeah. Did you lose your voice a lot?
all the time.
I know, man. Now we know what we're doing, but back then I was doing the same thing, like screaming in the wrong places. And I
Totally.
was talking about Melissa Cross on the podcast the other day,
Yep.
screaming in Zen. How
She
helped
was
so-
on the podcast?
No, she's my
Oh,
homie, but somebody
yeah.
brought her up. She helped so many people with like learning how to
Yeah,
do that. Because she's fucking screaming with emotion, not really know what's coming from. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So how long did Figure 4? How long were you guys together for?
I mean, so pretty much Comeback Kid started in 2000. Figure 4 probably went till 2003, but like when Figure 4 was going out, Comeback Kid was like pretty much when Comeback Kid put out our first like demo and stuff, it was getting really clear really quick that it was like the thing that people liked more than Figure 4.
Because you're playing two different. Okay, gotcha.
We
Wow.
go on. We do like, a Figure 4 tour right into a Comeback Kid tour and back and forth. We drop members off in like Chicago. They go up to Winnipeg, and then we pick up the other members up, and we keep on going.
Grinding, man.
Yeah.
And how long can a tour be in Canada?
Well, you can do like a month in Canada if you really wanted to. Us and Cancer Bats this next year are going to do 3 legs.
Okay.
So it'll be like, probably a full month altogether,
Yeah.
but broken up into shifts.
So if you
Yeah.
played everywhere in Canada, you could play already.
Not Newfoundland yet. We're this tour will go this year.
So you never made it there. Wow, that's interesting. Is it really hard to get to? Is it
I mean, it's so far. It's like right on the very east of Canada.
Fuck.
Like it's that you have to fly there.
You
I
don't
think.
even sound like you're Canadian. It's crazy. You're English. I mean, I'm not saying that's a different language, but
Yeah.
it doesn't sound Canadian to me. It's crazy.
When he says
I'm
out,
When he says what?
I hear it. When he says out.
I'm a man of the world, though.
I know you've been world traveler.
But people, I do like when I'm in the States because like during the pandemic, I haven't really been down here,
Yeah.
and so when I say "a," people like notice it.
Yeah. I just the way you say out.
Oh, oot.
Comeback Kid was kind of like a side project in a sense.
Exactly. So we pretty much recorded the first Comeback Kid record around the same time we did the last Figure 4 record,
Got you.
and and then
The 2002-ish?
2, 3,
Yeah.
and then Comeback Kid just kind of like, I mean, some of our earlier tours, like Pike started booking us
Oh, shit, that's right.
early days, and so he got us like a tour with like Throwdown, Every Time I Die in Terror, and then the next one was with Bane and the Promise, and then it just kind of exploded from there.
That's
in that way.
amazing.
Fucking
man.
taking off.
And were there other bands from Canada touring at that time?
Yeah.
There was one. I was the other band that was from Canada. It was a hardcore band. Because,
No Warning.
Yeah, that was
That's who we're out with right now.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like
I thought they were just doing the show today. Okay.
they're like my favorite band. My
Okay.
favorite hardcore band, I think.
So they were gone now. Now they're back in a sense, or
We kind of
Okay.
had to convince them to do this tour. I think
Okay.
a couple of them live in Mexico, a couple of them live in Canada
wow.
and stuff. So we like, hey, come on, it's just California shows. Come on, just do it.
yeah.
You know. So
And then I remember you guys getting this GB when I really first started. When I started on my radar, when you guys did that GB tour too.
yeah, thank you, Matt Pike, for that one
Yeah,
too.
Sid was telling me about you guys and stuff like that. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
that European tour too,
And that was right kind of close to when I first started like singing in the band,
okay.
because Scott, our singer at the time, quit. So we just kind of continued on. And I remember on that tour as well, Siv was kind of giving me some vocal tips. I was losing my voice a lot.
Okay.
Also, and I start like doing some warm-ups backstage. I remember
He does them hard, yeah.
Jimmy Gestapo, Murphy's Law was on the tour.
Uh-huh.
I'm just mentioning these guys because
Of
you're
course.
friends with them.
Yeah, of course.
And
Was he doing warm-ups too?
well, he was like, don't like you're gonna ruin your voice doing so many warm-ups because you're like pushing too hard. So I'm like, okay. So, but it was all kind of new for me then. I was kind of trying to sound like our old singer and hadn't really totally found my way yet.
Your
So,
voice, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, because you can sing, man. It's like definitely different than stuff you're doing before that.
Mm-hmm.
So you listen to melodic stuff as well, right?
Tons.
Yeah.
Like I said, I kind of grew up on you guys, Propaganda, and I loved the poppy era stuff.
Yeah.
I think me and the original Comeback Kid vocalist Scott, who is still a really good friend of mine, I think we met at a MXPX Reset show.
That's something you would know.
Yeah.
Reset was a Simple Plan pre-band.
Oh, wow.
Was
That's
it?
some deep dive shit.
Yeah.
Chappelle.
That is deep dive. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Wait, they're not from Winnipeg though, are they?
No. They were on tour.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They're from Canada too, though.
Yeah, but I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, Simple Plans from Canada.
I don't know where. Yeah, they are.
I don't know where either. Yeah. Reset's their original band.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and their guitar player had like a nice fan. He had really long hair, I remember. And that was at this venue called the Royal Albert, which is like Winnipeg CBGB's. Like we had the matinees, we had everything. I don't know if you guys ever played there, but yeah, that was the spot.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, and Guy Smiley, we'd always play with him for some reason. I think we brought him to America for a second.
How did they like connect with all you guys?
I don't know, man. They must have been on one of those festival runs. We met them, and then we started playing shows with them. Then maybe, I want to say H2O took them to Europe or something. We took them somewhere they hadn't been before. I don't know, man.
Were they on Nitro?
Maybe, yeah. And the singer was like a hockey player guy and stuff too.
Yeah, he's still. I think I've
Is
seen
he
him
around still?
I think I saw him last time I was in Winnipeg. Maybe like he's just such a nice guy. Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Nitro Records.
He reminded me of
Yeah.
Zoli.
Is
He had a
that-
Zoli vibe to him.
I think that they actually had there's a connection there. I think they tour together, or like I think lately they've toured together,
Okay.
like in the last 5 years or something.
Okay, yeah. He reminded me like a Canadian Zoli vibe. For me. What were you gonna say?
No, is Nitro Offspring's?
Yeah.
And AFI was on. I thought. Weren't
Yeah,
they?
Yeah.
This
That's
is like
Dexter's label, man. Yeah.
more deep dive stuff. That
It is.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I don't. Sometimes you don't realize the stuff you know. Until
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
like, oh damn, he said Nitro Records. I'm like, wait, isn't that Offspring?
AFI
Yeah,
like
Dexter,
put that label on the map, and they blew up really big.
Really?
On there. Yeah, man. Nitro was like the main one. I think Vandals. But don't quote me. There was some other people on that label as well.
Yeah,
A lot of bands
I would
we
have
know.
to do my deep dive to remember.
Because there's like Nitro, there's Fat,
that one's been a minute. Yeah,
Nitro, Fat, Epitaph, Victory. There was all these labels that like everybody supported those rosters no matter who it was.
Totally.
And like those Punkorama comps and just those mixed. All that shit helped, man. Got the word
100%.
out. Did you guys do the Warped Tour too ever?
We did one Warped Tour show ever.
One Warped Tour
in
show.
Calgary.
Wow.
And the reason we maybe would have done another one, but we were scheduled for it, but then we got the Gorilla Biscuits tour, and so we pulled off Warped Tour, and
Good move.
We never got it offered ever again.
Wow.
Yeah. But the one
You're all right.
the one Warped Tour we played was we played this like merch tent, like some really small thing, but I remember like we were kind of starstruck because like Pete Wentz was like watching us, and it was like right when Fall Out Boy was on, like the up and we had a couple like cool like band members. They're like, okay, like this is something here.
Yeah.
that's dope.
So how was that playing your first show singing with Comeback Kid? How was like just going from not playing guitar and then just being a singer?
I did it once before I actually did it because there was a tour with Strung Out and Bane across Canada, and our singer like just like skipped the last half because he had to move out with his girlfriend at the time.
There it is. Out. There it is.
See?
Oh yeah. and so I had a little practice, and then when he quit, it was also in the middle of tour
Damn.
with Ignite Zoli. And yeah, so it just and I don't know. I was just ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the first record came out in 2003, right?
2003.
Turn it around.
Yeah.
And what label was that on?
Face Down.
Okay, FaceTime. Okay.
We sent shit to like that demo to everybody, that and a shirt, and like Bridge 9, Death Wish, everyone at that time. No one wanted it, and then Jason from FaceTime was like, I'll put up the record. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then actually I think Victory bought that contract out, and then we
That's right. You
signed
had
to
Victory for like 3 records. Wow.
like 5, right? Like tons of
Oh
records.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah. We saw through our whole contract with them. We're like one of the only bands. Silverstein. Has Shane never been on your
Silverstein?
podcast?
No, I'd love to get him on there though. Are they
Wow.
from?
He also has
they
a
were on
podcast.
Victory.
Okay.
Bayside was on Victory.
Scarhead.
Scarhead
was on Victory.
Oh yeah. There's so
I
many
even think
bands.
Take It Back Sunday
100%.
was on
Yeah.
Victory as well.
Thursday.
Thursday,
Oh,
yeah.
there was so many bands on
Yeah,
that
so
fucking
there were
label,
so
man.
many.
That was like a
so
time
many
and an
bands.
era, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely.
It had a really strong roster.
A Day to Remember.
That's right. Danny,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
too.
For all the
So
crazy stuff that people have said about that label, and it's totally true, but like they did break a lot of bands.
They really
a
did,
lot,
dude.
Yeah.
a lot.
And you had a good experience on there.
It's funny, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Tony Brummel is like just everything the same, like what everyone says that he is.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a total like caricature,
Totally.
you know. But the thing with labels, and you know this, like it's not just like the owners of, like there's a lot of people that work at labels that really like love our bands.
100%.
So like right now, like we're on Nuclear Blast, and like I have like 10 people to talk to. Hey,
Yeah.
if I need this, you could probably help me with this, or a digital person can help me with that, or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
that's awesome.
Oh damn, Nuclear Blast. Damn it.
Yeah.
Is Sepultura on that label?
It might be. I thought Madball was
they
on there
might-
too for
They
a
are.
second. Okay,
They
Madball's
are.
on. That's right. Yeah.
I wonder.
He's a big Madball fan as of lately. I brought him to go see
yeah, too.
Madball.
Only as of lately?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He opened his and then
Opened my eyes big time.
Oh,
he's been
sick.
deep
Yeah.
diving them and is obsessed with Madball. So shout out to
Yeah,
Madball.
when I find something I like, I go.
I'm surprised because like this is Toby's best friend.
I
It's
know,
Madball,
I
so-
know, I know.
Well, we've only known each other like just over
Like a year, yeah.
Like
Oh,
a little
word.
over
He was
a
on
year.
my podcast like almost a
Yeah,
year
yeah.
ago, and yeah.
Sick.
But he's
Yeah.
a punk rock skateboarder, but he loves. He knows hardcore
I'm
too. Now
really-
he's really
yeah.
deep diving.
I'm really trying to go to the Comedy Store. I was looking it up. Jeff Ross was there last night.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
always probably everywhere.
Yeah, they have the amazing lineups all the time.
Sick.
Oh yeah,
all
Jeff
the-
Ross is sick. Is he from out here? Jeff Ross is out here or no?
I think East Coast.
All right, so the record comes out, and then what? And you just on crazy touring?
Just like come back. Kind of since then, like we haven't really stopped.
I know, I
Besides
was
like
gonna
the
say that.
pandemic.
I know.
But even during the pandemic, we're keeping busy writing and stuff.
Yeah,
And, well, one of the last American tours was with you guys before all that.
that was.
On the East Coast.
Yeah, that's right. That was a while ago, man. Holy
Was
shit.
it the
Was it-
anniversary of your?
I don't know. Is it
When your
2019 or
album's
18?
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah.
man. It's been a minute,
19,
bro.
19.
So you've just been nonstop with these records and touring, and
Yeah, I'm so glad to be doing it again, man.
yeah.
It's awesome. And I feel like now, like, we're not doing these 2-month-long tours anymore.
Nah.
It's like more like, this is a 10-day run. It's more of a chill pace.
Yeah.
Again, get an anchor to kind of help it all smooth it out, like a festival or something that usually works. And it's at a good schedule of like kind of 10 days on, couple weeks off.
Because you were going hard, like nonstop. You guys are always touring. It seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
Oh,
it
so
seem
you-
like a lot of people have gotten to that?
What, more chilled out now?
Yeah.
like
yeah.
10-day tours.
Well,
instead of
also
like
less
the-
risk with COVID, I would say.
Yeah.
That too. But then also just like when you're grinding and grinding, you're building up,
Yeah.
Mhm.
audiences and stuff and playing. And then you get to a place where you can pick and choose kind of like, I'll do 10 days here. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
But you guys are like nonstop. I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah, it's been
back and forth to Europe a lot.
Yeah, and like I guess Europe festivals kind of gave us a lot of longevity, just
Yeah.
like you guys.
Yeah, I've seen you. You guys kill it, man. It's
I
fucking-
think for the first like 10 years, me and Toby met each other.
Crossing
it was
paths
just
so-
in Europe.
Yeah, only in Europe. Yeah, totally.
Really?
Yeah, playing festivals together, crossing paths, 100%, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, Europe's magical, man.
It's the
Fuck, I
best.
can't wait to go back to Europe, dude. I was talking to my bass player, like, I can't wait to go backstage and just sit around or walk the towns and check out the churches and get coffee and then eat shitty catering. I'd pay any money to be in Europe right now.
Yeah, we
You
have a
know?
tour next month. I don't know when this podcast is out, but it looks like it's like grim. Germany's closed. Might just switch it to UK only or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're working on something for UK only in April. See what
Yeah.
happens. But I heard Austria's closing down too, February 1st or something.
And also shout out your bass player.
Adam Blake.
I was getting some inspiration from him on his podcast or his Instagram.
Nice.
Some of the weight loss stuff. Some of the deficit stuff. It's very interesting.
Adam Blake. Shout out Adam
Yeah,
Blake.
yeah,
man. Yeah, you're 40 pounds. Wow, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, were you going hard for a while? Like, was this a good time to stop?
I was very hungry for a few months. Now I'm kind of like it's leveled out a little bit.
Yeah. But like, so you had gained weight before or something? Or oh yeah,
I think just halfway through the pandemic, I was like, "Fuck, I gotta like get fit for like for the next chapter."
Because when
know?
you're touring, you're nonstop. That keeps the cardio up. You're on stage and you have the shows and
Totally, but even just like the eating, it's a lifestyle thing. I don't know.
yeah, it
it's
goes hand in hand for sure.
definitely.
So were you on tour? Were you kind of going crazy on tour when were you like not taking care of yourself?
Yeah,
And it kind of catches up to you when you're not
yeah,
touring.
for sure. And it's easy to, it's just easy to kind of like slip.
Yeah.
I guess, especially and I'm always the host, so when
Yeah.
people are coming to the shows, hey, let's
Yeah.
here's some drinks, whatever.
Yeah. And what was Comeback Kid a straight edge band at one point or no?
No,
Okay.
never.
Just like us, yeah, same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maybe just you were right or something.
Like as a teenager, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
not
yeah,
real,
yeah.
not even really.
Yeah. And you grew up listening to some straight edge bands too.
Definitely. I mean, okay, so
Definitely Gorilla Biscuits. We know that.
yes, Disengage is my favorite Youth of Today.
Great
shit.
song.
Just because it's more melodic, a little
Yeah,
bit more.
yeah.
And I mean, yeah, fuck,
GB, man, for me is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, my favorite. Just the melodies and just, you know,
Yeah.
I had the honor to sing on that record, so that was a big deal.
Hell yeah.
Start Today was one of my favorite records.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Sang backups on the record. It's a great record, man. Just a great time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the vegetarianism, just everything back in the 80s, like when that started kicking off.
Totally. No, I was.
So you were a straight edge kid growing up, kind of.
All about it. I loved my California takeover, Earth Crisis.
Oh, yeah,
Strife. I saw Andy from Strife actually yesterday too. That
He's
was
the
cool.
best.
Yeah.
He was just on the pod too. Andrew rules, man. Awesome, man.
Andrew, sorry.
Andrew, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, Earth Crisis, Strife. That was your style too.
Yeah,
You like the
totally.
harder stuff.
Yeah,
too.
the chuggy.
Yeah, but like, how about 7 Seconds and shit like that?
Yeah, but didn't connect as much. Like I like it
Yeah.
for sure.
So,
But-
what was the main American band you really connected with? You think? Maybe the first ones.
Buried Alive, Hatebreed.
Wow. Scott
You know.
Vogel. Shout out to Scott Vogel,
Hell
man.
yeah.
His first band. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing shows now too.
I
They're
saw.
live.
I saw. Everyone in Terror is doing other things. Like he's out doing Buried Alive. I saw Nick with Piece by Piece last
Oh yeah, I
night.
saw footage of that. Yeah.
Jordo's in No Warning doing shit. Like so, everyone in Terror is like off doing their other.
Oh, so he's with
side
No Warning right
projects.
now. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think Martine was off playing with
Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
was?
Yeah, man,
Oh,
for Terror.
wow.
Yeah. I love the community. How it just different bands and all that. Like,
Totally.
you stay connected like that.
Yeah, I would love to like play guitar in like a side project or something. Just like jump on with
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah.
Do you guys have something? You guys working some new stuff too during the pandemic?
We just recorded a new record, and
Okay.
we have like 3 new singles out, and the record comes out in January.
Okay.
So that's why
And that's
it's
the one, Heavy Steps.
Heavy Steps.
I like that name. It's a hard name.
Thank you. It's something more like it's a statement more. I think.
Yeah. So is your band? You guys hang out when you're off tour and stuff?
Yeah, actually, it's you know, you get older and you get tighter as you go.
100%, bro.
I mean, we've had a lot of different lineups, but this lineup's just really good. Everyone's sweethearts. You know?
Yeah.
That's how I vibed on these guys. And
So how many original members come back? Kid now?
me and Jeremy, the guitar player.
Okay, yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So 3 guys. I guess 3 of the newest ones, not that new anymore, but 3 guys live in Vancouver.
Okay.
Stu, Lauren, and Chase. And then Jeremy's in Winnipeg. I'm in Toronto.
Okay.
So
So when you're in Comeback Kid and it starts taking off, like, did it become was it like pretty much a full-time job?
that mixed with Figure 4, I would go back and forth, and that lasted about 1 or 2 years, and then Comeback Kid just became the full
The
time.
main thing.
Everything, yeah. So are you working jobs in between tours or kind of just chilling?
Kinda, yeah. I worked with some special needs and
Oh, wow.
a little bit here and there, but then it just got too busy.
Yeah. And were your parents stoked? Like, they come see you play your first shows and
always
stuff?
came.
Like,
Always came.
because that was your goal. You really had no plan B. It was just music.
Still
Yeah.
is. I was just in,
It's crazy when you get older, too. It's, yeah,
I
yeah.
was just in Vegas and actually Cancun. Like, we started this tour in Vegas, and I went to Cancun right before this for like
Nice.
a friend's birthday trip, and just like being at like resort type things, I'm like thinking like, yeah, I should probably start a cover band because that could work for like 10 years down.
Totally,
Wait,
man.
still do Comeback maybe, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not above that.
Yeah.
So you just want to, music is all you want to do
I
forever.
prefer that.
Yeah. We just saw my brother's band play called Petty Cash the other night.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's been
so-
doing that on the side for years. It's Johnny Cash and Tom Petty cover band. It's cool.
Also with Juliet,
No, she not in that band.
but
That's, yeah.
does he also play with her still?
He does. I think they're going to work on something supposedly. Yeah.
They played not too long ago, didn't they?
Juliet Lewis. Yeah, they did.
Over
They
the
did.
summer.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, one show. But he's in the Offspring, so he's like all over the place.
Right.
So yeah, what about songwriting or ghostwriting? Would you do shit like that?
Little bit. I've produced a bunch of records and I've like written for that stuff. Ghostwriting, I don't think I've done a bit of that.
Yeah.
And
You like producing?
I do. I have maybe not right now. I don't want to. I just want to work on my own music right now.
Yeah.
I got roped into a cool record during the pandemic, and I did my own. That kind of took out a lot of the pandemic.
Okay.
I just pitched. Our old bass player like works for this like syncing company that like links commercials. I just pitched a 7-Eleven commercial song, and they liked it, and then they did something else for them, and then it didn't work.
Wow.
So,
They would've
I'm
been
trying,
crazy.
man. I'm
Yeah.
trying.
I know that was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
7-Eleven.
fucking
Fuck.
But it was crazy because they were like, the reason why he hit me up, he's like, it's usually just like, pop stuff, but 7-Eleven, whoever was there wanted a song that sounded like Turnstile, but they wanted like early 2000 Warp vibe. So he's like, okay, just like try. I'm like, and the lyrics are, what was it?
So you wrote this?
Fresh or free. Like if the coffee's fresh, it's fresh, or not, it's free.
Okay.
So I did a fresh or free. And then I sent it in and they said, oh, actually, we want it to sound like Velvet Revolver or something. So I think they were really confused on the genre they wanted.
Okay.
Got it.
That's crazy.
But
Turnstile. That's cool.
give me more opportunities. I'll write you
Yeah.
a fresh or free.
Turnstile always comes up on the podcast, and they're one of my favorite newest. I know that they're not new, but just the newest records is incredible, man.
But who is the first band to play a late night talk show?
Yes.
You guys were. I've hit up Toby a lot about this because they didn't play Memory Lane on tour with us, and I think I convinced you guys to do it, didn't I?
Probably did.
Whoa!
Because that was the song they did. What late night show was that?
Yeah, Conan O'Brien.
Conan, yeah. And you played it on that, and then it's weird how like you find these songs that are people love so much, but then now you maybe were insecure about it or didn't like it for some reason or what?
Yeah.
Wow.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
And now people
Talk
love
about that all the
just
time.
that record in general is hard for me to swallow. But now when I play it, where people love to hear those songs, but back then it wasn't cool, or maybe we thought it wasn't cool. But now
Yeah.
people
So
appreciate
melodic.
those songs.
Who just said it was one of their favorite records? And it was the first record.
Justice. That was his first intro to H2O.
Was it
Justice.
Go? Go's
Yeah,
Yeah,
record?
it was Justice Trapped Paradise first intro to H2O. I was like, really?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I love that song. Yeah, we got to play on that. It was fucking awesome.
That's
man.
crazy.
That's how
Um,
I feel like we have a record, the follow up to our Wake the Dead records called Broadcasting.
Yep.
And I hate that record. I think it's like the misstep for us. But weird on this tour, a lot of people are like, yo, like, why don't you guys play like young kids? Like that I think are cool. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, maybe we should play
Yeah,
That's
this.
what I'm
that's
saying,
fucking
man.
insane.
Because it's so crazy the way you perceive something, and then once it's out there, other people perceive it a totally different way, and that's how it's supposed to be with music. But then like you're like, yeah, I don't really fuck with that song. But then that song made me late. We play that in South America. It's fucking crazy. People crying. I was crying. I don't even know why. I didn't even write that song.
I love that. I've
saying,
cried on stage.
Me too,
You have?
man.
I want to play that festival that you guys play, and I saw the photos of it that in Colombia, the Free City Festival.
Bro, I showed you a picture of me in the crowd.
Bogota.
50,000 people. I showed you a
Oh,
picture.
that one. Yeah.
It's bananas, bro.
Dude, my boy Will.
I know Will's my boy
yeah,
too.
I've
Yeah.
like traveled with him in Colombia
I
and
love
stuff.
Will, dude.
But he's always promising me like we can play this Rock and
Something
Park.
Park. You guys kill it, man. It'd be
I
awesome.
really need to play that festival.
Yeah.
Shout out to Will, man. He takes care of us in Colombia all the time.
Hell yeah.
From day one.
Hell yeah.
I wanna-
Immigrant Records.
Yes. Yeah, fucking. You should play those songs, man. It's crazy. But you hate that record, huh? Why do you hate it?
It's kind of like techie, a little bit proggy. It was like post. I don't know. So it's
What
just
was the inspiration for it?
I don't know.
But you want to
Did
do
you-
something
did you-
different.
Lots of like. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun. I don't like techie stuff anymore.
But don't you
Did-
hate when bands
Oh, go
make the
ahead.
same record over and over again, though? And
Mhm.
you want to be creative. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make the same record over and
I
over
like
again.
more like a song structure now, like a verse, chorus
Okay.
breakdown, and that would be like 7 parts. And then,
Yeah. But you want to be. You still want to stay creative and not get bored too. You know.
totally.
Do you
Totally.
you like playing new songs in the set?
I do. We're
Okay.
playing the title track, Heavy
Okay.
Steps, right now. But again, especially in the States, they want to hear the hits. So I'll give them what they want. And especially as a singer for a heavy band, all we care about is the crowd reaction.
Yes.
You know, so if there's a song that's not getting reaction, I'm gonna pull a Vogel and say, no, we're not playing that shit no more.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
Wait,
Sorry, guys.
So how do you guys?
I feel I can tell the crowd if they're going off to either newer shit or maybe I don't even know what's new anymore. 2008, nothing to prove shit, or if I'm playing some older stuff and you get the vibe of the crowd, you can tell what they want to hear, fast shit or breakdown shit.
So
You
wait,
get the
how
vibe.
do you guys like intro like a new song?
I
man?
hate
Like,
doing it. We're
You
talking
got
about now. I
it.
hate
Oh, you hate it?
You dip your feet in.
I know.
Really?
Man.
Like it's worked this, but I've like been like, all right, guys, I know like we want to get it out of the way early too.
Yes.
So it'll be the start of the second block, and I say, and everyone's hype already. Like I know that it's like a new song, but like, come on, help me out on this. Like, I'm a wrangler. I like
No, you're great.
I wrangle the troops together.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
always trying to get you know how it is
Yeah,
as
you
a
have
singer
to.
for a hardcore band.
You have
Like,
to.
I was just always curious of that because with comedy it's different. We just go out there and it's just a new joke that you.
That's
throw
what
out
I'm
there.
saying.
But it's a completely different. It sounds completely different from a aspect of a band. Like we don't have like weird feelings about throwing a new joke because it's.
But
I
you
mean,
don't
it's
want to
comedy,
hear
but, like,
you don't want to hear a joke twice necessarily. So But music, you want to hear all the same shit all the time.
You want to hear that.
True.
It's repetitive.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but it's also
So you're taking a leap when you throw in a new
but,
song.
okay, so when you come back and play somewhere you just played before, you're not trying to do the same set.
No.
Because those same people might come back and see you.
Yeah, no.
So it's kind of
try
the
to
same,
switch it up.
Yeah, so like, but then in reverse, it's almost like bands come and the kids want to hear their favorite song no matter what. And if you bump out a song in that set for some new track, I don't know, man. It's hard, man.
I brought my brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I brought my brother to a Smashing Pumpkins show for his birthday one time, and I remember it was right when they released a new record, like this, like 8 years ago or something, and they played all just their new record. And then like maybe 5 hits at the end. I was so disappointed. Like, so I've always remembered that kind of thing, and just play, just make
that makes sense.
I'm trying to think if an artist did that.
Enjoy
before.
themselves.
What is that? Why would one do that?
It's some weird flex.
To flex more than. I
Billy
don't know if they're
Corgan,
trying
I
to
don't
push.
know.
Billy Corgan can do that. But also, we just watched the Kanye show, and Kanye came out with a new song, but then he went to all of his bangers, like right in the beginning. I've never seen him do that, and the crowd goes crazy. Like, I know. You have to mix it up in there somehow.
Some bands are able to play their new songs, and everyone is into it, but not my band.
That depends if there's like a song that's been out for a while or a video that's been out for a while. It's
totally
the timing too, right?
And you always hope that like with your new stuff, like this is gonna be the one that's gonna like, transcend. And I feel like the song that we have, like the stuff that we're coming out with now, it's working.
Yeah.
It's not like dud at all.
Yeah.
But it's gonna take a little bit of time to get to where the other ones are.
Yeah.
The songs.
Especially when you love something so much, you're so proud of something new you made.
Totally.
And you want them to love it just as much as the other shit.
So it is a build.
It's a build
to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially now, first time playing a while and coming out to West Coast. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
I want to talk about you getting robbed in Alabama or something in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Like what year was this? And
This was like 2 months ago.
what were we doing in Alabama?
Okay, so we played Furnace Fest.
Heard that was amazing, man.
Yeah, so Furnace Fest is, I'll give you the whole thing. Furnace Fest is a festival we played back, like Figure 4, I think, did maybe Comeback
OG
Kid did.
festival.
Early 2000s, came back, did it, and I feel like Comeback Kid had like one of the better sets of the weekend.
Yeah.
So I was on such a high, like I'd been like thinking about that fest for a long time before it happened. So it was such a great night and seeing so many awesome bands and friends. And then I went back to the hotel. My band had left, or most of the guys had left to Nashville to get a flight out, and I was leaving the next day. And I guess I don't know if my door was ajar or like I just didn't close it enough, but I fell asleep on the bed. And so someone must have come in. This dude must have come in, and while I was sleeping, like hovering over me, took my phone and my like money. And then I woke up and he had my bag in his hand. I jumped up at him. I was clothed still.
Holy shit.
Jumped up at him and just did like wrestle. I remember looking in his eyes.
Holy
It's weird because I was like, it was really scary. I was so desperate to get my bag back, but I could see the fear in his eyes as well. Like we were like eye to eye,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And
It's a rush for everybody.
And so I got my bag
I
back.
just got to rush.
And then he like got out and I shut the door and I'm shaking, and
He had no mask on, nothing, right?
yeah, and so I'm just lucky that he didn't like shoot me or stab me or something. And I ended up going to the front desk. The room wasn't under my name. I was confused. So, and then they called the cops, and the cops was like, "What do you want me to do?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know either." And they're like, "Okay."
You had your bag though.
I got my bag back.
Yeah.
But I'm an idiot. I didn't have like a code on my phone at the time, and it's like the dude like started like messaging people. That's why I made a thing of it. I put a post on my Instagram saying, "Hey, like."
Was he posting on your gram too?
No, he just went on Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp and like he got a couple. He was like messaging people for money, and so from that, I got his PayPal, and so I found his Facebook from that, and also he sold my phone on Facebook Marketplace to a dude, and the dude got my phone and actually contacted me, so I was able to buy my phone off the guy who bought it.
That's
but I have this dude,
amazing.
whoever the dude that robbed me, I know his Instagram and his Facebook right now. But what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
He's packing in his photos, like
Wow.
Like, what am I gonna do?
Just a regular dude, nobody from our world. Yeah,
No, totally. It was like a really sketchy hotel.
Holy shit,
That's
dude.
fucking crazy.
So you had to buy your phone back from somebody on Facebook?
Yeah. So I actually have that phone, and I got another one from insurance, but I don't know if I should like
Holy
give
shit.
the other phone back. I don't want to
Yeah.
fuck my insurance up.
Nah,
so
dude.
At least I have it, and all my shit's on it.
Oh yeah.
And now I have a password on my phone now.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Good.
scary, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So you just hopped up on him, just like got it. What?
Yeah.
you
No,
choked him?
it just no, dude.
Instinct.
Like it's more like we were wrestling over the bag. So just kind of rocking.
Oh, just standing up. Okay,
yeah.
you
Like I didn't like no blows.
Holy shit,
And
man.
so ever since then, like I was really shook, and so I was kind of like,
Fuck yeah.
I was scared.
I know.
I was scared about my next trip. Actually, just like super anxious about it. That was to Fest on the East Coast and stuff.
Yeah.
But now I've been back, and I'm feeling good now. Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's fucking crazy story, man. Holy shit.
And I
didn't-
actually I went to New York after that. Just for like my plan was to go to the city and go to. So I was in Bushwick, and I didn't have like my Vax things. So I went to an internet cafe, I printed out like my Vax
Wow.
thing, and actually my big like
because it's on your phone. And your
yeah,
phone's
yeah.
gone.
Oh, shit.
my big proud of myself moment was I took the train from Brooklyn to Manhattan to go see Neil Brennan actually.
Oh, wow.
And
Comic fan.
on,
man.
on my own, like no phone directions. I
Yeah.
like
Some
wrote
big boy
out
shit.
wrote out the directions, took
Yeah.
the subway,
Yeah.
transferred everything.
That's awesome.
So it was pretty good. Like I
That's some big boy shit.
yeah,
I love
it
it. Went
was,
to buy yourself to a comedy show?
I brought Real Bad from Deanne from
Oh, yeah,
These
yeah.
Nuts. Yeah,
Shout him out too. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's awesome.
yeah.
That's fucking cool, man. Holy shit.
That's great.
You're a big comic fan, huh?
More so, like like podcasts got me. And,
Oh, okay,
yeah. But yeah, no, I'm way more into it now, I guess, than I've ever been.
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
amazing.
I
yeah.
really want like I've been to the Comedy Cellar and like looked at I see the table and kind of like fanboying a little
the
bit.
table that all the comics like.
Yeah.
That's
Holy
amazing.
fuck, that Alabama shit's crazy.
I know.
Damn, bro.
It's just,
I think
just to think to wake up to that,
I'd
you
be fucking
immediately
tripping.
like this has to be a dream, but it's not.
Well, it was weird too because when I saw the person, it didn't seem like he was like I was almost like, oh yo, like someone's in my like. It didn't seem intimidating somehow, but I don't know. It was just quick.
Yeah.
Was he a bigger dude?
No, he was like skinny.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But
But
also,
you know everything about him now, his name, all that shit. Yeah, just in the back of your mind.
Yeah,
you know?
but
yeah.
at first, like, what are we gonna do? I gotta get this guy, but what am I gonna do?
At least you're all good. At least you're safe. And you got your shit.
Yeah,
in
that's,
order.
that's
Fuck.
good.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so we got money off some of your friends.
One friend, yeah, but we contacted a few girls,
Wow, dude.
mostly, yeah.
did he get a lot of money?
No,
Oh.
and they got it back.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. But like, yeah, if you start posting on your gram, they've been even crazier too.
Like,
Like,
baby, I'm outside, I'm stuck. Like that's the kind of stuff he was saying. I need help. They're gonna get me.
oh my god, total like crazy person thinker. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Most people, yeah.
It sounds like homie takes some stuff on a regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll
And I mean drugs.
Fuck, man, that's fucking nuts, man.
yeah, dude. I don't know. I've never really like fought too much ever, really. So I'm just trying to think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got smashed. I got smashed in the face in the pit last night, though. I thought
Oh, you did?
I got a windmill to the face.
Oh shit.
I was in the front. I was having a good time.
Yeah, you hit an eye or something in your face.
Right here, yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, so you seem like you're a more peaceful kind of guy.
Yes, 100%.
You're more chill, yeah.
I try to be Canadian.
I know. But you in the pit, you felt it last night. You had to
Oh,
go
I
in
was.
there.
It was like I just do the jump up and down singer. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. There's no like actual moshing going on, but but definitely like up there for No Warning's been playing before us on this tour. So since they played last night, we played tonight.
Yeah.
This festival. I was able to kind of let loose a
Enjoy it,
little
yeah,
bit more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. So how long has Comeback Kid been together for now?
21 years. We missed our
Wow,
20th
man.
anniversary, so we'll have to
Because
do.
of COVID.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do something for the 25, I guess.
That's amazing run, man. That's fucking. And when you guys first came out as a Canadian band, were people very warm, welcoming to America, like the hardcore shows, and it didn't matter you guys are from Canada?
Yeah, well,
Was it
and
hard to get like your name out there?
Figure 4 gave.
Yeah.
We could really piggyback off the old band, and
Yeah.
I created all the connections with that. I booked a lot of other bands too around then, so that's kind of how I knew a lot of people.
Booked them in Winnipeg.
No, I was because remember I told you that this dude gave me a bunch of
All the
contacts.
information,
To
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so I started booking us, but then I started booking a lot of other bands.
Yeah.
one, I guess, claim to fame with booking is this is pre like things that happened, but I booked an As I Lay Dying tour as well, like when I was like 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's a big one too, man.
They were just starting out. They were just starting out
okay.
there.
Oh, okay. It was right before they popped. Okay.
Yeah. The first time I ever saw someone with a wireless computer was at Tim Lambesis at his house.
You're like, what is that?
What is that? I've never seen that before. This is like 2001 or 2 or something.
Wow. And so everybody in the band you just do the band right now. That's all you have right now.
Currently, yeah. During the pandemic, I also started getting like working in film, like doing like transportation, like driving the truck, like the camera truck or the grip truck or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also sometimes like cast and crew, I would drive.
Oh, that's cool.
And like the PA work.
Yeah. Well, I call it transport, but yes, it is PA. It is PA. But and the boss there that hires me, he's been, if I was home, I might consider it, but luckily, like I'm just doing the band all the time, and when we're not on tour, just with the record release and stuff, like I manage it pretty much.
You do it all yourself.
So I'm click clack all day long. I'm just sitting in silence in my living room, like on my computer.
How long have you been doing that with the band for, being the kind of manager?
Our last manager would have been 3 years. We've had a bunch of managers.
Yeah, me too, man. You end up doing it yourself anyway, man.
And a lot of people teach me a lot of things. A lot of those guys have taught me a lot of things. But at the same time, sometimes when you're like given a lot of money after a tour, you're like, fuck, maybe I should just do this.
Is there a specific, because we have a specific percentage in comedy and stuff. Is it what?
15 is the manager.
Yeah,
percentage.
15 is the manager percentage. And then obviously the touring agent.
The booking agent takes 15 or 10. I can't remember.
Man. But it's like what I was saying before. Is like I had a bunch of managers too, but like you're not going to get shit done fast enough or the way you really want unless you do it yourself. And you have to wait for the guy to deal with other bands or other artists.
The problem is we're so I probably micromanage. Like it has to go through me anyways.
Me too.
And yeah, maybe we're missing out on some like cool opportunities by not having or like not being in the conversation sometimes, but it is what it is.
Well, you see good result from what you're doing right now.
Yeah,
so then why even?
And to like have like a booking agent too, like people that really care about the vision and the goal and like the longevity and like the strategy, that really helps too.
Yeah.
So I have like and business management type people. So I have people that I can like riff with about like what we need to do and how to make things happen. Like so I'm not totally on my own.
Yeah.
Like and the band's all awesome too.
Yeah. We have a booking agent too, and but also like I remember like having different managers. I'd be tag teaming them in emails like we need to like just let us breathe, let us do our job, but we want it done now. The band wants it done now. Like if we see a vision or we have a tour or an opportunity, or if our friend said, I want to take you on tour, like, and then let's make this happen and deal with their managers. Like I just love,
especially when you know you can make it happen. It's like I know I can make this happen right now, and you're not doing anything, and I don't want to wait on you.
And it's hard to be patient about shit too.
And do you how many people are in your camp?
So I have a manager, and then I have my touring agents.
Right, that go on tour with you.
No, they don't go on tour with me, but like
manager and booking agent.
Yeah.
And when you go on tour, do you just go by yourself?
Yeah, I'll go by myself, or I bring a homie with me because it's so boring.
Does he collect your money, or you get wired?
But who? My agent?
Like your friend that comes with you? Does he like do your business stuff? Get your
No. I do all my.
You're your TM.
Do you collect money at the shows, or do you send it to your?
No, I collect all that shit.
Oh,
cash.
Wow. You just settle up at the end of the night.
Yeah. Settle up at the end of the night.
Super DIY.
I do all. All that shit. I settle. I asked him for like a breakdown. Like I want a breakdown of the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Give me all that stuff. What how much was made here.
Nice.
How many tickets were purchased?
When's the Toronto gig?
I don't know.
You gotta come out. I'm coming.
Last time I performed in Canada twice. I did Edmonton and I did Montreal.
Sick.
Yeah, it was great.
Just for laughs.
Yeah, I did Just for Laughs
Festival.
Yeah, I did that in 2019.
Cool.
2019.
Is that the one with Rollins?
No, Rollins. No, that was a rock festival. I did with Rollins.
This guy loves Rollins.
Just for Laughs is like a comedy fest in Montreal. That's really popular.
Like two weeks, or it's like
all types of venues. I think.
Yeah, it's dope.
Would you ever do comedy?
Let's go. Like, teach me.
I can tell you love it.
I know, it seems like he goes for everything.
I know, I can tell you love it though.
Yeah, for sure.
So your goals are just music, any type of way to do music, write, produce, everything.
Yeah, like I think I'm just ADD-ish. So I
Respect that.
I like producing a record for younger bands. I like doing my own thing. I like going on tour, but like if something goes too long, then I need to switch it up.
Yeah, you get bored maybe?
Yeah, I think so. That's why it's just, like for example, if this European tour doesn't happen next month, I'm thinking because it's cold in Canada, like I should snowbird somewhere. Like I've been like flirting with coming down here, or like maybe going to like South America. I don't know. I just want to now that it's like life's like the world's going. I'm like I'm going.
Do you have a wife or kids?
I'm totally single.
Oh, so you're fucking just in it, bro.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want, dude.
Yeah.
You could go snowboarding for a month or everything. You know what I mean?
A lot of snowboard. I'm from Arizona, so a lot of people go down there.
I don't know how to snowboard, but
I thought you did that.
I will ski, and I'll. So our guitar player was just talking about that. He's like, I don't really have like time. I don't think I'll just if we want to enjoy our day, we'll just go skiing because I'll fall too much if I'm trying to learn how to snowboard and stuff.
And the other guys in the band have kids?
Jeremy has 2 kids.
Okay.
And Lauren, our drummer, is about to have his first.
Are you like married to like rock and roll on the road, and you might never get married to have kids? Is that your thing or no?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kind of live. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, no. Who knows, man.
Do you have any regrets in your life?
Probably just like acting like an idiot places, or like drinking too much or something.
Yeah. Are you more sober these days, or?
I'd like to say so, but I definitely watch out for it. But yeah, like for the last tour on the East Coast, we started out at Gainesville Fest.
Yeah.
And usually like because we all live in different cities, we meet up. We're all so excited to be with each other. McTurnan and or Be Well's there, those guys.
Love Be Well.
And we're just excited to be there. Wilhelm Scream was there and then we called it like the Fest Flu. Like we kind of got a little bit sick after that. So this one I was like, I just want to make let's ease in.
Yeah.
Everything's cool, but we do sometimes get excitable and like again, we like to host sometimes,
Totally.
and everyone's coming that hasn't seen us in ages. So
yeah.
Did you cut back a lot more ever since like with understanding your weight loss and how to approach all of that?
As far as like
drinking,
dude, I used to do the calorie counting, but now I just kind of have like ways that I know how to do it.
Yeah,
that shit gets really tedious.
A lot of like just veggies and fruit during the day, if much, and then I'll eat dinner.
Nice.
Lately.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah, we were on the fitness app for a second.
That
calories
my
and all
fitness
that.
pal?
It gets crazy.
I want to do. I woke up this morning and saw the Hollywood sign. I was thinking about the podcast. And I want to do that Runyon Canyon sometime.
Man, of course, man. You do a lot of hiking too?
I would love to.
You do a lot of cardio?
Yeah, I do a lot of mountain climbers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
you done it before?
Yeah, the mountain climber, they'll kick your ass.
Oh yeah. No, it's consistency. Like I'm very consistent with everything.
Yeah, and
with
it's like full, that's
yeah.
like a full body thing. So like, I mean, you feel it pretty much everywhere. You know?
Yeah.
Is that just like climbing up the things?
No. This is on the ground.
You lay on the ground and like you're like not on all fours. Like your hands are planted and you like basically,
Okay.
When I don't have much time, it's
I know what you're talking about.
Like just a short. Like I do the timer, burpees, those, and then it's pretty much good. Like,
so you knock out like a pretty like 20 minutes?
Sometimes if I don't have time, I'll just do a 15-minute guy and I'll just like.
See, that's what's good. Most people don't realize that they have the time to like at least do that, and you get it in, and you worked yourself out for the day.
Yeah, and I've been learning too. Like you don't have to sweat to get like I could be at the venue and just do some squats for a bit, and like just because I'm not like totally gassed doesn't mean like it doesn't do good.
Dude, that's a lot of discipline. That's really good.
Yeah,
but like to do that on the road,
I have to though. Like, dude, I'm 40 now. Like I really don't want to like. Fuck this one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel the difference on stage with the weight loss? You gotta be so much lighter.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really like this. What is this podcast about? Like one life, one chance, right?
Yeah,
like, but that's definitely like my like, as like I'm not trying to be corny, but it's like this is my chance to like, and like I've had moments where I've been like, you've probably seen me in Europe. Like I'm getting wasted and stuff like that. I gotta like be a little more like sharp now. I think.
Yeah.
I can tell your vibe and your energy too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hate fucking burpees though, man.
I hated it. Now I'm into it now.
You like
once you do them so much, you just like doing the burpee.
Okay. You fuck with it too, still?
Yeah, I do them all. Yeah,
Damn,
do burpees.
So fucking...
Yeah, we hit a lot of burpees and the sled pushes, and
You do all that.
All that.
How fast did the weight come off?
Really quick. Like 6 months.
Wow.
4 months. Noom. Shout out Noom. that was the app. That I used.
Okay.
What, it told you the workouts or?
No, they just kind of talk about like food and like they switch it up into like green food, yellow food, and red food.
Oh wow.
And you can eat everything, but like red food you like really limit. Yellow food, not as much. Green food, you can eat all the food you want.
Yeah.
So you want I want a bigger plate. I'm gonna put like tons of broccoli and veggies on the plate, and still feel like I'm like getting fuller.
I want you to send me that, please. That's
I will.
Awesome.
I
will. Yeah.
So red is
love
what?
to see that.
Strawberries.
No, red is bad. Red is.
I'm thinking strawberries, tomatoes.
No. Red food.
That's not what I'm saying.
Red food is like the bad food.
The
like
bad food.
Steaks, chocolate.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was my color.
No. I know.
Green food is
sorry.
Green means go.
Okay.
Yeah, green's
Damn,
like.
so they got meat in the bad spot. Wow.
No, but again, with that whole thing, they're not saying don't eat anything. It's just like limit it. So
moderation.
Put your.
It's like this is how much red you can have.
Okay. My bad.
Is what it tells you.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Like
yellow, like be cautious, but you're still good. And then green, like eat all the food you want. Like
yeah.
My bad.
Pretty much
I thought
what
it was
you
color
do.
coordinated.
No, you do. You honestly do a lot of that already.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Fuck. So you everything's balanced. So are you vegetarian or are you on and off?
I'm not. I'm
okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you?
I'm 99.9% vegan.
Yeah.
You gotta balance it all, dude. Yeah.
I'm balancing it all. Jeremy's the really vegan guy of our band.
Yeah. So do you drink before you play or no?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
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 No, I know. I remember Vogue talked to Vogue about like taking the shots before you and all that stuff, and just ease off the nerves and shit like that.
Yeah. Still totally like deal with anxiety and stuff. So sometimes that helps and sometimes doesn't.
Yeah.
I think.
Anxiety is a big part of your life.
For sure. Yeah. I was nervous to do this podcast.
No, you're fucking great.
It's great.
I get nervous too on shit too. Still, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just the not knowing, or what is it? What do you think it is?
I don't know. Just don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah. No, you're doing great.
Yeah.
It's good stresses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And having the good jitters before shows is a pretty fun feeling.
100%. Are you a hard critic on yourself?
I think so.
Yeah. I think we all are too. When you get off stage or just whatever, you're like, that was bad, or I thought it was bad. Then people are like, no, it was good. Like you think it's the worst.
Yeah.
Always.
Is there for this? I guess this is for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about what comedy right before we go up. There's some like times at a show I'll get like, good jitters, and then there's some like, and it'll be like because we do weekends.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do like Thursday through Saturday of shows at a club.
Mm-hmm.
But there's sometimes there'll be one night where I'm like, why am I feeling so nervous about it? You guys ever feel like that level, or is it like always been pretty consistent of your jitters?
I mean, I always have to go to the bathroom before I play. I don't know why.
Totally.
I have to get dumped no matter where I am.
That's a big thing for you.
Almost my whole life in this band, I have to go to the bathroom before. I always get a nervous stomach. I don't know why. But once you walk out, you can have all these things on your mind, whatever it is, life. Just and you walk, as soon as you walk on stage, you get the mic or whatever. You look and you start singing. Just go. I feel like it goes away.
Yeah, and it also depends who you're playing with. If there's a band that's like crushing it before you're like, fuck, we gotta.
Oh,
play
so
after
you feel that in
like you're like we can't
too.
follow this up.
Ooh,
wow,
that's true too.
Like we don't want to play after this band or whatever. Or you just sometimes there's a vibe and
that's
like,
crazy.
Man, I don't know if these people are gonna fuck with us, and then it's always awesome when they do.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
because with stand up comedy, like there's times where I've had to like follow Bill Burr.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, fuck.
So it's like, and he got a standing ovation when he walked, like he just walking on stage, he got a standing ovation. So it's like, oh, I have to follow that.
Totally.
I didn't know that happened for like bands.
100%.
Yeah,
and
oh, that's crazy.
Also for
sometimes I don't even want to watch. If I hear the crowd, I'm not gonna go to the
really?
crowd, so I have to play sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
and for our style of music, hardcore, whatever, we're so obsessed as frontmen with the crowd reaction and how much they go crazy. If they're like the whole crowd could like love the songs and be totally into it, and we'll feel like we're not doing the right thing if they're not like beating the fuck out of each other.
That's interesting that you say that, because with stand up, there's times where we'll do a set and the crowd will just be like
they're enjoying it.
They're enjoying it, but they're not like reacting.
Yeah.
And then when you get off stage, you're like, oh my God, that was one of the most incredible things. And I'm like, but you showed no,
It's such,
like no emotion to
You can't
it.
read it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't read it, but you feel like you're like just up there doing terrible. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like the similarities it has, like as far as
100%.
Yeah,
going
no,
up on stage.
I
It's cool
noticed
to
that
hear.
a lot about now that I'm like more into that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I would never want to play after Madball. That was always been a fear, like in my band. Like it might have happened at a festival or something. I was like, I'll never want to play after.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's just kill it. Fucking
Yeah, they're
incredible,
they're
man.
the
It's
best.
powerhouse. It's
It's just
tight. It's everything.
I would say Comeback Kid is a mix. Like to me, we're like a mix between like Madball, Propaganda, and like Lifetime or something like that.
That's
You know, it's
sick.
like melodic, but we got the
yeah,
heavy
you
stuff.
got heavy parts,
Uh-huh.
dude.
So,
So those are the
Chain of
influences?
Strength. Oh, Chain of Strength was my favorite straight
Okay,
edge band.
damn.
Now coming back to that one.
Okay, awesome. Wow.
I
okay.
saw them once in LA when they got back together.
Okay. So that was a big one for you.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
More than Youth of Today, even almost.
Wow.
Oh, and Shelter was like, I like Shelter a lot.
Great melodies. That Mantra record that Adam played on is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Right?
you just recently showed me that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here
Yep.
we go. That record was just.
Uh-huh.
Totally.
Yeah, that's a great melody. Yeah. Those are
I'd
good-
like to hang out with Ray Cap. Like I think I've met him once in Czech Republic or something. They played
Yeah.
a festival, but I would love to like just hang with him and talk to him.
We love singing "Slow Down."
Yeah. We
He's been
sing a lot
deep
of
dive.
it.
He's been deep diving Youth today a lot
Yeah.
too.
So what is this like? Hardcore is kind of like some new
Well,
stuff.
I mean,
for a little bit, or?
I grew up in Arizona. That's how I explain it to people. I grew up in Arizona, which is west of the states,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, and so what we get is a lot of west.
Mhm.
You know, so the punk that we were like introduced to is a lot of, the Black Flag, the Circle Jerks, all that, like those big
Yeah.
California bands, just bands of the West. Not so much the New York hardcore or any of that stuff like hit our way. It was kind of like that with hip hop too, where I grew up. Like it was a lot of like you just heard like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Easy, like that's all the stuff that of that world that we heard. Not so much the Nas and Biggie, all that stuff. So like it is kind of a newer thing to me.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and
Well,
it-
you got the man right here.
Yeah,
Johnny,
yeah.
So.
I know
And then,
it's,
like, all the
it's been really
connections.
cool. Like he'll tell me stuff, tell me stories. Oddly enough, someone I've always known about was Stigma.
You've always known about him.
Always known about because he would pop up in a lot of the punk rock documentaries
of
that I would
course.
watch.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of them, so I always knew about him. So it was really exciting to actually.
Yeah, he was at a show in
meet
New
him
York. He flew out for the show a couple months ago, and Stigma was there. Got to meet him, and like,
Yeah, it's a different world, but it's really it's amazing. It's
Hell yeah.
cool. It's cool to
a lot of characters.
a lot.
Dude, you're a character too, man. So do you always do the red eye back home after those New York shows?
Sometimes, yeah.
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 You go right away. It's like
Yeah. I do. Yeah, we used to. Yeah, this time we stayed the night, but we usually bounce. Like,
I flew out early that morning.
oh, you came back for the podcast.
That was tough.
But yeah, I mean, New York was pretty much. Yeah, was that a big inspiration to you too? A lot of New York bands. Yeah.
100%. We played CBGB's once. Before,
Okay.
Yeah, with Bane, really like 04 maybe or something like that. And yeah, like I've watched all the documentaries, all the things,
Yeah.
But also maybe that kind of like Syracuse,
Yeah. Straight edge.
that scene, and like there was some kind of connection to Canada there a little bit.
Yeah.
So we watched VHSs of those shows,
Yeah.
that like mid tier, like Brothers Keeper,
Snapcase.
Despair, Snapcase,
yeah.
all. So it wasn't like the old school stuff, but
Yeah.
now it is.
No, for
but
sure. Yeah. I love Snapcase too, man.
the late '90s stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Early
there were a lot of bands were on Victory as well too.
100%.
And so the last record came out in 2017.
17, yeah.
Outsider.
Outsider.
That's the last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7, LP7.
Wow.
And
Damn, that's pretty good. How many? 21 years?
yeah. So like a record every like 4 years.
I kind of like that because I was realizing that we only have 7 records out in 26 years. I was like, damn, we did shit. And that's full lengths. You know what I mean? We take now we're doing 7-year gaps in between records. We did it 3 times in a row. I don't know.
So
It's
when
fun.
you guys do that,
I feel like I'm not doing shit.
when you guys do that, do you feel like
You
this?
could write you should write some more songs.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. It's been like
Do you
7
feel
years.
this thing from like fans where it's like, all right, it's been 4 years. Do you feel that? Or?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. It's weird though because people want new songs, but then they just want you to hear you play old stuff. We're writing records so that we can like keep on playing festivals in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
just not get bored with the same songs.
No, we love writing songs and stuff too. And like the pandemic probably like we were planning on doing it anyways. So for the world to shut down and like we actually had to,
Yeah.
you know, that it worked and gave us something to do during that time. And
No, totally. But yeah, there is that just need to create and make new music and not play the same shit. You know, like he's right. But even though most of your set list is all your bangers or, you know what I mean? Like all your songs that people want to hear.
That's
Like,
interesting.
throw the new one in there. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah. They're like,
pushing
we
the
want a
new
new
shit.
record, but then
this is a hardcore curse though. It's not just like not.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Hardcore punk's a curse.
Yeah.
They need the nostalgia. But music is all time and place, right? You're gonna like love the stuff that you first liked.
Totally.
You know,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna, and that's why now you'll see like all these guys or guys and girls that are into like really hard stuff, like whatever. Like, oh man, I love this like emo band. Or like it's because when they were 15 years old, they heard like Silverstein or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
And that always stuck with them.
Yeah.
And now they're like, you know,
I know. Are you listening to new bands too? You keep your eye
tons of new
Okay.
shit. There's 2 great bands that are on tour with us right now, both from California. One's called Scowl.
Okay.
And
the female singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
just heard about
I'm
them
gonna check them
recently.
out. Okay.
so good,
Really
And-
good.
And Zulu is out with us right now.
Zulu. Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh,
god,
you
really
told me
good
about,
too.
You told me about Zulu. Somebody told me
Yeah.
about them.
They
Yeah.
are so sick.
Like a power violence.
Damn.
It's dope.
Yeah, dude.
That's amazing.
Where are they from, Zulu?
LA.
LA.
Okay. Shit.
Yep.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
They're Black
It's-
Power band. Black
Yep.
Power, like,
Wow.
Yeah, it's dope.
and there's tons of new shit that I love. Pain of Truth from New York City is like the new like hard shit.
Okay.
You know the Backtrack brothers.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all,
yeah.
It's one of their brothers
Okay.
sings in it. This band called Speed from Australia really turns me on.
Speed.
I don't know,
That's awesome.
It's an
You
exciting
schooled
time
me.
in hardcore right now.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna write this down.
And I love all styles of music.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some stuff that people would be surprised you listen to.
Tons. I mean,
Wait, what was that the New York band you said?
so
I got
Pain
Speed
of
and then
Pain of Truth.
Pain of Truth.
Yeah.
Watch, I'll do my thing.
Yeah.
But you like super melodic and poppy stuff too as well.
Tons. You know, Pet Shop Boys, Robin.
Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite newer like rock bands is called the DMAs. They're not new anymore.
Okay.
DMAs, they're like kind of Oasis worship stuff. But they maybe would have like some electronic elements now and
Okay.
stuff. So that's pretty cool. And all kinds of music.
You love Oasis too?
Yeah. I saw Liam at
His favorite band.
Reading
My favorite
Festival.
band.
Reading Festival, like by accident, like 2 months ago.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
2 months ago?
A couple months at Reading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Youngblood killed that festival as well. Like that's maybe a band,
Oh,
someone that I shouldn't
I know,
like.
I know the name.
I shouldn't
yeah.
like it.
He's like, is he he
rapper?
raps?
No. It's he's like just like pop punk or like
Pop
kind
punk?
of like metal.
Okay, I thought he
Okay.
had some like rap too. I think,
Yeah.
but he's
Is he
just an
tatted up?
individual.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also in that world,
Yeah.
I shout out to Little Lotus. He has a song called "Girl Next Door," which is like a super guilty pleasure of mine
Okay.
right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I'm sure Travis Barker plays it like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You know that kind of world.
That-
Like
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the world he's
Yeah.
in right now. Yeah.
So funny. We were going hard on Vanessa Carlton the other day.
Oh man,
we were
like her?
bumping
Love
that.
it.
Like, so we like. I love going that far as well.
Did
You
you
know,
watch
just-
that making of
Yes.
the
No,
song
he
with her?
just
Miles.
told me about it. Yeah.
Incredible, man. I love that, man. And
Yeah.
I love that show with like where they showed like Blur versus Oasis, what VH1 show.
Oh
like,
no,
Pop
no, it was
something?
that was on Netflix. It was like the Britpop. Like it was like a bunch of different like talks about like a lot of different stuff. It talked about the era of like Boys to Men.
That's right.
And then it talks about like the era of like Oasis, and, usually,
then
I
auto-tune.
think it's like hitting like the 90s. Oh yeah. And then talked about auto-tune with T-Pain. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great show.
Yeah, and then like lots of like newer like hip hop and R&B. It's like Coil Ray, I think.
Oh, Coil Ray. Yeah.
I know that
she,
name.
She, I think she was dating this guy from Toronto named Pressa, who's like another like
Uh-huh.
rapper from up there.
You fuck with Drake?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's amazing, man.
And tons Fivio Foreign. Like I'm like
You
I
listen
love
to everything. I can
everything.
see that.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think you credit your longevity to for Comeback Kid? It's like still being the band that people care about and come see. And,
Probably Jeremy. Like,
okay.
yeah, I mean, we gotta like, you keep yourselves keep each other in check.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck up for them. I want to like, we're all here for each other, and we try to build each other up, and that's probably important. I think if I was on my own, I probably would have gone off the deep end like many times before. So just trying
It's a brotherhood, yeah.
Yeah, just trying, like, everyone's like keeping each other in check, and that's important, especially like all of us navigating, how to conduct ourselves and like
Totally, professional, all that stuff. Yeah,
exactly, and just how to,
yeah. And do you consider yourself an optimist or pessimist?
Optimist.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same as you. But you've been like focused through your whole thing, like, you know what I mean, like just living how you want to live.
Yeah,
from day one.
Just try to make it happen. With also music and just our probably comedy too. When we're planning our lives 6 months to a year down the line, which not a lot of people do.
Facts.
So you really like, I think, can envision what the next things are going to be. Where like other awesome professions just don't think in the same way as that. It's like more like week to week or whatever.
Yeah.
100%. We really, really have to like envision something and make it happen.
Yeah.
That's like when we're booking a tour or something, like 8 months out, and you're working it out and working out,
100%, yeah. Who booked you guys in Europe?
Marco Avocado.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then, is there one favorite Comeback Kid album that you have, or a particular song you love playing?
Yeah, I mean, in the States right now, the Wake the Dead album is just like, that's the one that people want to hear. The first song that we play is the first song from that. It's called False Idols Fall. It's pretty undeniable set opener.
Okay.
And so Wake the Dead.
I like it.
The song's bigger than the band. Wake the Dead is our like whatever.
Okay.
It's our what's that?
We're gonna listen to that in the car on the way.
What's that? Plain White Tees. What's their song?
Oh, hey there, Delia.
And it's our Delilah.
Yeah,
Okay.
bigger than the band. Yeah,
people will know that song before they even know the band.
That's amazing.
Who's playing White Tees?
That's
so it always,
that's amazing.
2005. Wow.
So it always saves us. And then on the newer side of things, there's a song called Wasted Arrows from 2 records ago, Die Knowing. Super fun to play live. Yeah.
Yeah. And the stuff that you don't like to play, or no, you play it all?
Songs that no one goes off for.
Is it crazy you have a song you record that you really love but never sees the light of day? You try it and it doesn't come off live, but it sounds good on the record.
That's what I was thinking, because we were doing like we played a couple weird seated shows at the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
And I was thinking, this would be a good chance to try out some of the like slower stuff that I don't have to rely on. But then we just played all the hype songs, and the set list hasn't changed.
No, me either, dude. Like we don't bump heads in my band, but we do go back and forth on the set list, and sometimes we end up playing a lot of the same songs a lot. You know what I mean? You just get comfortable and used to it, and it flows good in the set, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you try to throw a new one in there, or a curveball, and it's just something that we miss playing, but maybe the crowd doesn't give a shit about that song as much as you do. You know, and then you play it and like, okay.
I feel like the 3 or 4 times I've seen you guys, I feel like it's been different. I mean, you have your ones that you guys are like, this is going to be
staples.
The staples that are in like every set.
And what's cool about touring all over many different countries is that certain songs, like in the States, like I said, they want to hear that particular record. But in Europe, or when we go to South America, it's different records.
I agree.
Like there's like this really melodic song called Didn't Even Mind that we did a tour in South America, and that song was like, someone was like, you should play that song. All right, we'll try it out. And it went off.
Yeah.
But and then Europe would be, and Canada's different.
Totally.
It's great.
We were saying before, Memory Lane goes off in Mexico and South America. What Happened goes off way crazier in Europe. It's just different. Then the older songs go off more here from the first album. Yeah. On the East Coast, depending where you're at. Yeah, it's true. It's interesting.
Remember that show, Girls Rock, when you took off your shoes and threw them out in the crowd?
Yes, that was a Girls, Was
that what happened? Was like a thing?
That shit was crazy. The video you saw, I
was like, why is he getting rid of those shoes? How'd you get off?
I don't know. Somebody might have thrown it back to me. I don't even know. That was a great. Girls Rock was such a great fest, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
There's so many great festivals.
Where's that at?
Belgium.
Belgium. There's so many great. Is your favorite place to play, or?
Brazil's pretty tight.
Brazil's amazing.
I don't know. I like it all, man.
I know. I miss Brazil.
Yeah. I've seen you guys all over the world.
That's crazy, man.
Probably more than you even know.
Yeah. Yeah, we always cross paths in other countries too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Until we did the U.S. stuff together.
for sure.
Well, fuck, I appreciate you coming in the middle of a tour too, man. Fucking,
Appreciate it too.
and do you have any daily rituals?
Just
You a coffee guy?
Yeah. I drank a bunch of coffee on the way here, and no, man, just like the coffee and a joint in the morning. Do my workout.
Nice.
And then I'm pretty much either click clack. That's what I call working on the band.
Yeah.
And just hanging.
but a workout is something new added to your life now since the pandemic.
And I guess when I was like over the last 10 years, I feel like I'd be like, oh shit, I got to work out. Now I'm like, I got to work out to get my head right, and like I'm kind of excited to work out now a little bit. Like I feel like before it was like such a chore. Now it's more like it's a need.
And you love it. And you look forward to it.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get like that with running because I hate running, but I know I used to run. I loved it after.
I was thinking about getting into running.
It's so good for your whole body and shit, man, you know?
Yeah. Maybe if I do that, move down to California, I'll do it.
Totally. I'm going to start running by myself soon like I used to do. I have this like run around here I do. Because once you get into it, but I had this the beginning of running, I'm just like, oh, it's so boring and like.
Yeah, well, I was just listening to your podcast a little bit, the Walter Schreifels one, and he was saying that, right? He was saying,
yes.
At first it's like, but then you gotta start, and then you kind of zone out and do your thing.
He's doing marathons and shit now, like.
Yeah.
And that's something he started during the pandemic too.
Hell
Walter
yeah.
Schreifels.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. There was one time you FaceTimed him and he was literally on a run.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that made me so excited to see him doing that. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could do anything. And Adam said that the best way to really get results and lose weight, whatever you're trying to do, is do something that makes that happen that you don't really like so much.
Mm-hmm.
That was it's been sticking with me ever since he said that about starting to run again.
Do something that you don't like?
Yeah, do something, but it has the
like
most
like a type of workout.
Yeah, it has the best effects, but it usually has the best effects
Because
on you.
it's hardest to do.
I know. That's what I'm thinking
That's
about
how I
burpees.
am with sled pushes.
Okay. That's how I be with burpees. I think I would try to conquer burpees.
Yeah.
Because I fucking hate them.
But yeah, I love to snack. I love all that, especially at night. So I just had to learn like the things that I could do. Popcorn.
I love popcorn.
Light whipped cream with fruit. Like very healthy. Very, very low in calorie. So just like a lot of things that you can just like always I like to have and you can be like snacky or whatever. Just make sure that it like just be prepared. Chase, our bass player, you know him, Chase, right? He had a great idea at the beginning of this. We're all gonna get like little tubbies. So now we each have like our little snack tubbies, and he has his like M&Ms and like chips in there. I got like some carrots and some mustard and like but we all have our little thing, and it kind of acts as like a plate, so we can have our little.
It's fucking awesome.
We're back. It's funny because we haven't really done like a van tour in a while. Like we've been like these weird vehicles because we're flying this. We have a 15 passenger, so I have my own bunk or my own bench again. It's like old days.
Sick. That's cool. And plus, and then you're in a different place now too, health wise, all that. So it must be. It's like kind of like a new chapter of touring for you.
Totally. We feel quite positive about everything that's happening, and I'd like to say that I got it all under control, but I definitely don't. But it's
it's a work in progress, and it's working. It seems like it's working for you. Yeah.
And thank you for making me feel comfortable on this podcast.
Of course, dude.
Again.
I knew it was gonna be awesome with you.
Yeah.
All the times we interacted and hung out, it's always been awesome. And you're always smiling. I've seen your band. I love you. I love what you do. And
thank you. I love you guys too.
It's good to have you. Any questions for him?
No, that's pretty much.
The name of the record's called Heavy Steps.
Heavy Steps. That's right.
Heavy Steps.
Heavy Steps on hollow ground.
And where can people find that song? It's on iTunes, whatever.
It's everywhere. Heavy Steps. We just put out a song called Crossed with Joe Duplantier from Gojira.
Oh, wow.
Sick.
That's a sick.
I was thinking about asking Derek to do that same song too, but we'll get him on something else.
Okay,
maybe,
not for nothing. Derek is a fan of Comeback Kid.
Hell yeah.
He hurt himself. That's why he can't be here, and he was bummed he couldn't be here. And I told him he'd come on the podcast, and he fucks with Comeback Kid hard.
What's up, Derek?
Yeah. So I'm sure he'd be honored to do something with you guys someday.
That would
be
really cool.
All right, thank you for being here. Have a great show tonight. Chappelle, thanks for being here.
Always.
Thanks, Chappelle.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right.
That was awesome. Hey, guys. Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet to this podcast, please do that. And whatever platform you are listening to this on, I'm glad you found me. You can rate me and review me on there also. So thank you guys sincerely for the support. I cannot wait for you guys to hear the next one.